Okay, so I'm back, and as usual, I'm gonna be recommending three animes for you guys to watch. And these three I did watch myself, and I legitimately did enjoy. But before we get on with the recommendations, remember to like and subscribe. Without further ado, let's get on with the video. The first anime I'm going to recommend is Pluto. This anime takes place in a futuristic world where humans and robots coexist, and a series of mysterious murders shakes the world. Both prominent humans and the world's most advanced robots are being brutally murdered, with no clear motive. Europol detective Gazekt is a highly advanced robot himself and is assigned to investigate the case, and as he digs deeper, he uncovers a chilling conspiracy that questions the nature of consciousness, hatred, and what it truly means to be human. And it blends crime investigation and psychological thriller that redefines the boundary between human and machine empathy. I've actually recommended this anime before, and I remember saying how underrated it was when I first watching it, because I truly do feel like not enough people know about this. There's actually another series that's more popular than this one that was made by the same creator, and that's the anime called Monster. So if you've seen Monster, then you'll definitely like this because not only are they made by the same creator, but they have some of the same themes as well. Because I remember when I first watched it, it seemed so familiar. The art style specifically, the art style just seemed so specific. Like, I know I've seen this somewhere before, and then what do you know? I find out it's the same creator as Monster. So if you like psychological series like Monster, you'll definitely like this one. The next anime I'm going to recommend is Shangri-La Frontier. Shangri-La Frontier is an action-adventure anime set in a near-future world where full-dive VR gaming dominates entertainment. The story follows Sunraku, a hardcore gamer who's obsessed with beating trash games, which are basically low-quality games that have a bunch of bugs that make people avoid them. After running out of bad games to conquer, he decides to try something new, the game called Shangri-La Frontier, which is a top-tier, really popular VR MMO known for its vast world, deep mechanics, and brutal difficulty. Unlike the trash game he's used to playing, this one actually is the most popular game out at the moment. Armed with the experience of surviving glitchy games, Sunraku dives in and quickly starts breaking the game's logic, discovering secret bosses, rare quests, and powerful enemies. So yes, this is another SAO type series where they put on a headset and then they go into the game and now they're a part of the game and the game looks just like real life. Like they can move around, it's fully immersive. So I really like this concept. And yes, it's been done before, but this itself has its own story, has its own take on it. The characters are definitely unique. I remember when I first tried to watch this, I didn't like the fact that the main character had a bird as a face, but that's actually just a mask, technically, just so you know. But for whatever reason, that did bother me and stop me from watching it. But when I did watch it, I'm like, oh, it actually is a pretty good series. The only thing that truly did bother me about this series is that, remember, they're in a game. So while there are stakes inside the game itself, there's not really any real life stakes, or at least during the first season, because I've only seen the first season so far. But yeah, there were not any real life stakes where they could actually die in real life or something like that. At least to the point where I got, so I don't know, but as far as I know, no. But the actual series itself and the in-game world, even the outside world to some degree, worth the watch. The next anime I'm going to recommend is Apocalypse Bringer. Apocalypse Bringer follows Takuto Aira, a young man who dies from an illness and awakens in a fantasy world modeled after his favorite grand strategy game, Eternal Nations. and instead of reincarnating as a hero or adventurer, he finds himself reborn as a ruler of darkness, which is typically associated with evil and destruction in the game's lore. He's accompanied by his most trusted companion. He now leads his decaying nation to prosperity and survival in a world that views him as a blight upon existence. This series blends dark fantasy with isekai elements and civilization style strategy. I really like series that are like this, with the whole world building aspect, especially since anime like Overlord, which is one of my favorite series, and also That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, another one of my favorite series. It has that whole start from the beginning and build a whole world aspect that I just really like. And yes, while the main character is technically evil, and yes, I do like series where the main characters are evil, he's not really truly evil. He's more like, if you do something to me, that now gives me the right to like kill a whole bunch of people's type of evil. Not necessarily the evil for no reason type of evil. So you have to watch the series itself to really get an understanding, but I would also recommend this one as well. And that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Remember to like, subscribe. Thanks for watching.